Hello, guys, welcome to today's session. We will be talking about formulas in Google Sheet. So, what are formulas? When we say a formula in Google Sheet, what does it mean? It simply refers to a powerful tool in Google Sheet that allows you to manipulate and analyze data in a variety of ways. So, formulas help us to manipulate data and analyze them in a variety of ways. What are the benefits or the importance of formulas in Google Sheets? Formulas allows you to perform complex calculations and data analysis in a matter of seconds. We are talking about doing this as quickly as possible, and it can help you identify trends, patterns, and insights in your data that would be difficult or impossible to find. Sometimes a formula can be used in conjunction with a function, a built-in function, say sum, average, minimum and maximum, count, and round. So let's dive into the Google Sheet and see how we can use. So we are taking this data set, for example. We have our base pay here, and this is in thousands. So this is just trying to let you know that whatever you see here, take it and multiply it by 1,000 to get the actual base pay. And we have the bonus percentage. So this is 10% of the actual base pay that will be added to the base pay to give an employee the complete salary. So let's try to calculate the salary an employee will be taking home. So the base pay plus the bonus that they are supposed to add. So first, this is the percentage. So let's calculate the percentage first of this, and then we will add it to the actual base pay later on. So let's say bonus amount here, bonus amount. So we know that this one here in cell F2 is in thousands. So we will first multiply this by 1,000, and then we multiply it by 10% to find out how much 10% is of the actual base pay. So there's a variety of ways you can type in a formula. You can type it straight away in a cell, or you can select a cell and then type it in the formula bar here. That's if the formula is going to be lengthy. All right, so and then mind you, we begin every formula in Google Sheets or Excel with an equal to symbol. So you start with this equal to symbol, and then Google Sheets will recognize that you're about to type in a formula. So what are we going to do? We are going to first multiply this by 1,000. So let's put this into a bracket. Select this cell, multiply by 1,000. Close the cell, and then we multiply it by this 10% to figure out what 10% is of this base pay. So let's multiply it by this, and then we click in this cell as well. Then you can hit enter. So you realize that 10% of this, when we multiply this by 1,000, you will get 42,306, obviously. So 10% of that will give us 4,236.3. That's for first employee. So that's a simple way to type in a formula. So now when we want to do this for the rest, how can we do that? Do you have to type in the formulas manually for each row? No, that's how. This is where Google Sheets makes life simple for us. We just use what we call the drag fill method, and by doing that, we hold this small dot here at the end of the cell called a crosshair, and then drag it down. We drag it down to the last cell that contains the salary or the base pay. That will be here. So there we see that it has automatically populated the rest of the cells with the actual figure or the percentage of each of these in their cells. Good. So that's how easy and fast Google Sheets can help us perform simple calculations. So now we have the bonus amount here. Now let's add that to the actual amount that we have here to get the final salary the person is going to take home. So let's take here and say final take home salary. I think something like that. Take home salary. That's cool. So how do we calculate for the take-home salary? So just like we did for this, we will take this, multiply it by 1,000 and add it to this. So this will be an addition to this, the base pay plus the bonus amount, and then we have the take-home salary. So we start as usual with our equal to sign. We open a bracket for this, take this, multiply it by 1,000, close the bracket, and then bring in the addition symbol, and then we click on the bonus amount, then we can hit enter. So this is going to take this, put into brackets, take this amount here, multiply it by 1,000, and then add the result to this bonus amount here. So let's hit enter, and then we have 46,599.3. and this is another way that Google Sheets makes it easier for you to replicate the formulas into the subsequent rows. It's called the autofill. So when I click on the check symbol now, it's going to replicate this for all the rows and then give me the results, as we can see highlighted here. So I'll just click on this, and then we've seen how simple and easily we're able to calculate the full salary for all the employees. Good. So that's it. That's how to perform a simple calculation using the operation symbols. That's the multiplication, the addition, the subtraction, and the rest. So now let's see using a formula in conjunction with a function. Let's say you want to calculate the total amount of the salaries being paid here using the sum function. So we start, let's say we want to name this, we make it total salaries paid. Then we bolding this. So we start with an equal to sign, and then we type in our function first, sum. Google Sheets, knowing that because we are typing this directly under a number of figures, Google Sheets automatically knows what we want to do and has highlighted the rows that we want to calculate for. So we simply can click on this, or we can hit the tab button to populate this cell here with the total amount. Because we are typing it directly under this, Google Sheet has just figured it out that we want to sum up all of the numbers or the figures in these rows. So that's what we have here, and this is within seconds. We've calculated the total amount of the salaries that the employer is paying the employees. So that's how simple we can use a formula. So let's talk about maybe finding the average formula, or let's say the minimum formula being paid here. So we start with our equal to sign, and we use the main function. So after the main function, we open a bracket and select all the cells that we want to find the minimum of. So we select it up to here, and then we hit enter. So now we see the least salary being paid is 46,599, and let's try to find out the maximum salary. use the same max function, open our brackets, and select all the cells of which you want to calculate for. Then we hit enter. So now we see the highest salary being paid is 120,884.32. And let's talk about the average salary. So we use the average function also. You can click on this here, and then we select the range of cells up to here, then hit enter. So the average salary is 93,206. So this is how to use a formula in Excel, and we'll be talking about more functions in later videos as we proceed. Thank you.